Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the knee-slapping K-pop podcast. It is your girl, Maria, coming to you live with a cold party. And it's okay, though. I'm finally... Oh, this week was rough, but finally I'm at a better state. But I'll probably sound a little bit funny in these recordings. We're doing a couple today on the same day, so I apologize if my voice sounds weird. So
it's just the best and the worst of the year together.
Yeah,
so
we're just doing that.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm
Merry Christmas,
here with
everybody.
the homies, though. I'm here with Kayla
Hello.
and, of course, Sammi.
Hi.
Yeah, we are doing best and worst, and this video in particular, audio video recording is going to be for the best
Top 10
of
best
2022.
Honestly, my two favorite videos we do this year.
These
are my favorite
episodes.
episodes.
Videos or episodes
Absolutely.
we do the entire year. I love them.
They're just fun to talk about what's been released, recap,
And honestly,
I
love talking about the bangers because every year in K-pop, we keep saying that I feel like we're getting old and we hate everything many times.
Yep.
But there's always bangers.
And this year, luckily, was, I think, a much better year than last year.
Yes.
I think that the high,
Thank
the
God.
highs are higher.
I feel like last year was like a sea of mediocre to bad and some bad songs. This year, I feel like everybody did minimum decent to really good. But I think
the bad
that
songs
we'll get
are
to it
worse,
the next
though.
The worst is worse. The lows are
lower.
like
really low this year.
But I think the highs are higher. The highs are definitely higher.
Definitely.
And
It's
I
not
think
2020
overall-
high, but it's still,
No.
thank
Yeah, we're
God,
not
it's a better year than
2020,
2022. Thank God.
2021.
Yeah,
Because
2021
was what the fuck was that?
2021 was just
It's a
a
little
sea
bit
of
sad.
sad and mediocrity to subpar.
Easily probably
This
the worst
year was
year
probably-
I've witnessed since listening to K-pop.
No,
for me, at least.
no, it is not.
For me, at least,
Out
it
of the
is.
top of
Do
my
we wanna
head,
announce
2017,
next
I think,
year's
is close.
Yeah, that's
but,
what I was gonna say. 2017 is pretty
2017 is bad.
Yeah.
But I think but personally, I liked certain songs from 2017 more than 2021.
Fair,
so
but, I think it's also
both are pretty bad though.
Yeah, but it was
bad.
pretty bad in terms of recent K-pop years. 2021 was a low point.
But yeah, and so this is us talking about our top 10 best. But before that, let's start with the honorable mentions.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a clip video of honorable mentions here if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on a podcast platform, you're just gonna have a clip of me just listing out the 22 songs or whatever amount of songs that are there. So have fun with that for a hot second.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Damn tomboy. Yeah, I'll be the tomboy. Where you been all my life? Yeah. Where you been all my life? We're gonna drop it like that. Hot. Oh, you gon' feel it so hot. Yeah, I'm gonna do hot. Hey, yeah. scare me 愛が僕がいるよ手の届く場所で受け止めるよくじけそうになっても Can't turn me down Can't turn me down Yeah With you there is Come and go like a crash 전부 훔치고 미치게 한 stage
Wonderful.
Wonderful. We're
And
back.
so also each of us is allowed to put one song on the list of our own personal liking.
Yes, yes.
A song that we personally found very good. So should I start?
Sure.
All right. So for me, I put Jin's The Astronaut on here. I thought that song was freaking adorable. He's adorable in it. Jin's solo music, so happy it wasn't a ballad. I'm so happy with what it was. And it's so good. And I just think it was really like emotional and very fun.
So I have Kepler's The Girls. I have come to the realization over the course of the year that I really like Kepler as a group.
It was a journey to get you there.
It was a journey getting to that point, but I think Queendom 2 definitely helped him out. I think I understood them as a group a lot more after that. And it's like, now that I understand kind of what they are as a group and the concept and music that they do, is like, I really like it now. And I really like The Girls in particular. That was their Queendom single. I love that song. It's a banger. Really like it.
All right, for me, it would have to be Eunbi song Glitch. Oh my god, this is, I love the type of instrumental they put into this song. It's just like, ooh, work, yes, I'm here for that. I'm here for the like synth drops and all that shit. It just, to me, it flows really, really well, and I was like, it really perked me into paying attention to Eunbi more, because like, first song I thought, her first release, I was like, okay, that's alright, but this one hooked me in, and then I'm glad I stuck around, because Underwater was also great as well this year, but like, Eunbi's Glitch is that bitch that pulled me in and made me stay to pay attention to Eunbi. Go girl, go Eunbi, just keep winning, girl. Yeah.
So now on to the list proper. So at number 10, we have Nine Eye with Young Boy. So Nine Eye is this like Nugu boy group that Kayla and I have absolutely fallen in love with this year.
They just debuted this year. They came out of nowhere. I literally didn't know they were going to exist until their debut song came out. And they have no right being as good as
they are very, very good for being so Nugu. I'm like impressed.
They're like ridiculously Nugu, but like
they are.
They're
so
good for no reason.
I'm like, where are they getting these producers for these songs? Because like,
where are they getting these boys? Because those boys,
boys are also they're not from anywhere either. The Nine Eye
like,
boys.
These boys are like they're out of nowhere kids. They're phenomenally good. We listened to
none of them have been on a show prior.
No, not that I've.
Not any of the big ones. I don't think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like they debuted like really early this year. I think like February with Parallel Universe, and Kayla and I just got,
I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Old, like second gen, early third gen, like Infinite vibes off of it.
Yes, I agree.
So good.
It's giving that so
much.
much.
And like if that is. And, like, even with Young Boy, the song that we're talking about, that still has a very, like, second, early, third gen feel
it's
to
giving
it.
modern 80s, for sure.
It is giving modern 80s, too.
If you know anything about me that I've said in the past, I love me, my 80s, my 70s, my 90s shit, girl. And that this was giving me that modern touch of that. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be sucked in. This is good shit. It's
Mhm.
good shit.
I also just love a vocal-based K-pop group at this point because I feel like everyone just feels like they need to make half the song a rap song.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
And you know what? Sometimes you need a little variety. Nine
I agree.
great.
They took a page from
Vocals.
Infinite and we're all like, we're gonna
Infinite.
sing.
Parallel
We're gonna
Universe
sing.
especially does very much sound a lot like an Infinite
It
style
does.
song.
And who
Young
the
Boy a
company is
little
clearly
less,
taking a
but
page,
so good.
must be taking a page from Woolham there in terms of like,
Yeah.
we're gonna have you guys sing,
Yeah.
and we're
Well,
gonna
I
stick
just
with
think that it's a good way to stand out because the current and like as you'll see from the rest of this list, we sort of have a theme going. The current trend is rap heavy noise music.
Mm-hmm.
This is the opposite of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like one, it does give you a lot of variety. So that is something that like one caused us to pay a little more attention. But then just the quality of the song. Because what does it matter if you have like a different concept if you do it like shit?
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
sung so well. They're so good. They are like the dances are great. The vocals are good. The little bit of rap in it is also good. And also, for a Nugu group, they have a decent budget, to be honest.
They do.
And this also their
Makes
music,
me curious as to who's funding it. Like,
their
where they're
second
getting these
music
funds
video
from.
also has like way more views than you would expect it to have. So I
Oh,
don't
they
actually
do,
know
yeah.
how much like attention they're getting because they do
Fair.
still feel very like very Nugu to me. So I don't actually have a gauge on how popular they actually are. We have the fear that they're gonna disappear one day and never be heard
We
from
do.
again. That's
Yeah.
how Nugu they are.
So I looked up the entertainment company they're under. They're under First One Entertainment. That company was founded in 2019.
That's,
So they're
that's
also a
probably
brand new
when they
company.
like recruited them and started training
Yeah.
this group specifically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, all of their first group was from 2020, but it's a group I've never heard of. Like, none of these are people that I've ever heard of.
mm-hmm.
But, yeah. So, for the most part, this is a brand new company with a brand new group, but they're so good.
way better than
I also
any.
Yeah,
right
way
there.
better than I would expect
Yeah.
from a Nugu group.
I know. I also was I also love like the slight like rock influence on that chorus. It's
Oh,
just,
yeah.
It has
Yes.
got like a little like TXT like pop
Yeah.
punk type vibes in it, which
It's
is
a
Yes,
I
little,
love
it's
yes,
giving a little
that's
loser lover.
yeah.
But I think done in maybe a slightly
But
better
done a
way,
little different.
honestly.
Again,
Yeah.
it's not a copy, but it's just like
It's got
that
like
kind
the same
of
type of a style,
that kind
a
of
little
feel,
bit,
that kind
yeah.
of aesthetic is there.
Yeah. They're
I
great.
also just they're so good. Honestly,
So
I want
good.
them to stick around. I need this to be the
Oh,
group.
I would like for
there's
them
always-
to,
I
but you
need
you
them
know how
to-
this shit
They're
goes.
better than
I
a
know.
lot of other recent.
They're
boy
better than a lot
groups.
of bigger K-pop
They
groups out
are.
there
They
from
are.
this year. They don't feel like a rookie group because this style seems fully formed.
Mm-hmm.
Like this doesn't seem like a brand new rookie group trying to find a style. They fit this style perfectly.
Also, their like entire discography is like flawless. Like
Oh,
all of their
I
like
know.
they have two mini albums so far. Both of them like bangers.
Yes.
We
like, so
nominated
good.
their debut mini for best mini of the year.
So
Yeah,
good.
they're
in our
really good.
awards. It's so good. I don't know what else to tell you about
They're
this group.
Honestly,
I
just
we're so
if
for
you could
people to
check
listen to
them
Nine
out.
Eye.
If you haven't seen their stuff,
Yeah,
check them out.
honestly.
They're worth
Because
it.
most people probably never heard of
Yeah.
them before ever, and so
Because
like, here
they're
we
a
are.
Nugu boy group. Nothing
to
is
them.
more underappreciated in this industry of K-pop, and I will maintain that forever, than a Nugu
Yeah.
boy group.
Mhm.
Nugu girl groups have fucking fan pages dedicated to only Nugu girl groups. And yet Nugu
Internationally,
boy
we don't
groups,
really know
who
within Korea,
cares?
but internationally, yeah.
Internationally. No, but even if you look at Nugu boy groups, Nugu girl groups will sell more than
Oh,
Nugu
yeah.
boy groups. The minute that you get the step above Nugu and you get to like, I don't know, a C tier boy group versus a C tier girl groups, boy groups will outsell you like 100 to 1. But in terms of like Nugu, Nugu girl groups still get more attention than Nugu boy groups, which I think is unfair. Because honestly, from at least doing this podcast and doing all of the like rookie boy group roundups, these Nugu boy groups sometimes have some of the most talent in all of this industry, and they are never appreciated for it.
It's a lot of like international content creation is also based off of like girl groups, and then so Nugu girl
Yeah.
groups also has like there's like entire platforms for specifically that. So
Yeah.
Especially if you're looking for content on them, like there is just not a lot of it that exists.
Justice for new goo boy groups. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mhm. All right, so to move on to number 9 on our best of the year list, we have New Jeans' Attention.
I'm looking for attention. You got me looking for attention. 가끔은 정말 헷갈리지만 분명한 건 You got me looking for attention. You got me looking for attention.
Another
ATTE
rookie group.
ATI on attention is what I want.
I like to think that you know how to spell bananas because
Yeah.
of that one song and everything
Yes.
like that. I like to think that someone is in their mind, if they ever have to spell the word attention, is gonna go ATTENTI on attention.
The whole time, I know. It's like, oh, this
Yes,
shit
because,
is
like, that's-
bananas.
like, that's the easiest way.
B-A-N-A-N-A.
ANANAS.
I mean, I'm not using the word just bananas like that regularly.
Not
in daily
often,
life,
but you know. I also don't need to spell the word attention that often in my life,
Yep.
but maybe.
Maybe.
New Jeans was the surprise of the year, mainly just because
For
we had
everyone.
no idea they
really,
were
for
happening.
everyone.
Yeah, they
No
were the
one knew that they were.
no
going
one
to
knew it wasn't
exist.
even an
I
option.
think Kayla, you mentioned to me, it was like at
Like-
most a door made an
We were
announcement.
given we got like a 3-day warning that there was gonna be content. There was gonna be content, and no one expected the content to be 4 music videos in a row and then a debut like a month later.
Yeah, when you
so-
say we're expecting content, I'm expecting to have like a dance cover by a bunch of girls in like the big hit practice room. I'm not expecting a full music video complete and ready to go with 5
With,
girls
like,
that I've never
Yeah.
seen before in
music
my life, and I
videos
don't know
with
their
another
names.
3 music videos like
Oh,
in
yeah.
the next
With
week.
and also whatever the hell was happening with Hype Boy
And
with
yeah,
its
like
7
the
videos.
5 different Hype
At
Boy
least
music videos.
4 different music videos and an
insane.
intro and just, oh my god.
And like 3 different dance practices for it or performance videos. It's
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
It's insane.
And like Attention was their like intro to the world, and it was wild. It was incredible.
And we got attention before knowing the names of any
Any
of
of
the
their
people
names.
in that group.
Yeah.
And it was like, and really, again, it just proves that like a good song, it caught my attention for sure. Like I wanted to know so much about this group. And that is like a really risky way to introduce a
It was
group.
so
If this
risky.
It
song
is.
was like,
They literally
not
pulled a
good.
Beyonce
people
without
didn't-
being Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like,
like if this song was not good, if people didn't like it, you don't have what a lot of K-pop groups have, which is like, again, you see it all the time with songs that are collectively disliked. Oh, well, I like the girls, I want to support them.
We don't even
oh,
have
I
that
like the
anymore.
group, I like this. We don't know any of these people.
No.
Who are they? We don't have a name to put on them. Yeah, they're cute. They're like cute girls having a good time and dancing, but so is every other K-pop girl group.
Yep.
Like, if this song wasn't as good as it is, like, the whole project could have fallen apart.
Easily. And the fact that they literally just came out of nowhere and the song was just immediately beloved by so
I
many
know.
people. And also it took like an extra month before it even got on streaming to begin with.
Yeah.
It was also a really risky decision as well.
yeah, the big thing for me is it's insane. Like I was very impressed because this song Attention is produced by a producer called, I'm gonna say 240 or 204 or sorry 250. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It could be in Korean, but he's a producer under a hip hop label like that has like I think like Kim Chia and other people underneath it. So like he's talented. He's an eclectic producer. So I'm glad he got some pointers up there. But the big thing is like with this group, it's insane how fucking popular they got in Korea. Like, you don't see this so fast.
So fast.
It is insane. I knew
think
this was
that
big. I
was-
was telling Kayla and Sammy, I'm like, guys, there are so many comments in Korean in these music videos. What the fuck is going on? Like, because usually you
Yeah.
don't see that with a lot of K-pop videos. I hate to say it these days. It's very
Right,
much
right.
like
No,
in
not
a good
usually.
way. Well, in some ways, it's kind of like, oh, okay, Korea doesn't. It seems like.
I mean,
you
it
know.
also depends on, like, Korean sites are also their own.
That's
different
true as
thing,
well.
'cause I know there's a different. They usually are different places. And they don't normally watch the videos in this way, but yeah, no, you don't usually see like an influx of only Korean videos. That's usually reserved to when Kayla and I are watching J-pop videos.
Exactly.
Yes, and then it's only Japanese comments. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
But like the fact that they're like, oh, it is insane. It is such a good song too. It's so fresh. It's
It
so
is.
unique. It's giving Y2K.
And it's so different than.
It's kind
Oh
of
my
a
God.
style that no one else is doing. It's like such its own like unique
Yeah.
style that I think that was also really interesting.
The thing
to a lot
with it
of
is that
people.
it's not your traditional cute concept. It's not your traditional badass concept, which are the two big concepts
Yeah.
right now. It is just fun and fresh and like just a song that you can just be around, just have a chill day.
Yeah.
It's chill, to be
Mhm.
honest with you. That's what I would describe it as.
And also, it's hashtag relatable, which is the
Hashtag
key to
relatable.
win anyone's hearts, is to
The
make
other
it relatable.
thing I want to talk about is I think we have to mention the fact that this is the best use of hairography
Oh,
I've ever seen in K-pop.
absolutely.
Oh,
They
The
have made their
hairography is
hair-
off the charts.
They have made their hair a prop.
Oh my God.
And you know what? A prop is great in a dance. The dance is fun because, again, I've seen people do covers that have like shorter hair or don't have like their long ass
Yeah.
hair.
Mhm.
But it's a good dance without the prop, because that's the thing about a good dance. It's a good dance with or without the prop. But the prop, i.e. their long hair, just adds so much to it. It makes it so much better.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I just love the
good.
production. I love the music, and I loved pretty much all their songs. But attention did grab our attention. And I will say it is one of those things that's like, why is this not higher? Unfortunately, there's another group that just did it better for all of us. We'll get there, but these guys were so well done, and they have done so well that it's like we cannot. I was like, guys, we have to keep them on this list. We have to. We
We do. The thing with them is just that a lot of times when we will make these lists, and we'll get to this
Mhm.
before, but a lot of the lower spots are like songs where we're like, oh, this is good, I really like it. But at some point we get to, these are the bangers of the year. We loved all of these songs. This year, all 10 of these songs.
This whole
we
list is that.
Yeah.
Adored. We love these songs. A lot of other lists, sometimes like 10 and 9 are like, well, I like this well enough. Like it can be number 10 or whatever. We loved every single one of these songs, and it was like really hard to put them in order
Yeah.
because they're all just so good.
Mm-hmm.
So like a lot of these songs in other years could have been top 5.
Yeah.
They probably would have
New
been
Jeans
top
would have been
5.
top
year's
5. I
was
hate to
just-
say
last
it.
year's
Had
was
another
bangers.
girl group
Yeah.
didn't debut, then New Jeans probably would have.
Well, no, I also think that like also everything else in the middle was also
that
like,
too as well.
I like really
Yeah.
really good. I just also think that like these songs, all of them would be top 5 on different years. It's just that they were, the highs this year were high.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Danielle. We love Danielle.
Honestly,
here.
shout out
on
to
the Slapping
Danielle.
K-pop
I love her
podcast.
little white girl, little dance she does a cookie,
white girl
little
shuffle
white
and
girl
cookie.
shuffle and cookie. Honestly, the best part about
Danielle
Cookie
does-
is Danielle's little white girl shuffle. I mean, live your best life, you
So
Aussie.
cute.
You little Oz.
No,
When we say
I love
she's
her. Now,
biracial, by
we
the way,
fell in
she's
love
half
with her.
Korean, but
She
like,
is- yes.
she's half white, half Korean, so that's why she's the token white girl of the group because of that. But no, she's great.
We fell in love with her this year, especially too. She's just adorable. We
Mhm.
love her.
Like a little baby deer.
Alrighty, so
For number 8, it is Icon with But You.
so Icon.
Love Icon.
Love
back.
Icon.
They're
Well,
back
Icon
and they're
never
better
left.
than
Let's be
ever.
honest. But they're
They're
Icon.
back post
8 years
Kingdom and
later.
better than ever.
This one is
Phenomenal.
criminally
8
underrated
years
by
in,
people. What
so
the
good.
fuck? It's so good.
I think Icon is criminally underrated
days,
because
yeah.
Icon every year comes out with a banger and no one ever
Yeah.
talks about
Well,
it.
Icon,
What the fuck?
people look at Icon, they see YG Entertainment, and then I probably don't
And they
care
don't
because,
care.
but recent Icon is nowhere even similar to what Icon was when they debuted.
Yeah.
or,
No,
like, after,
but like I'll give him a little more leeway of just like I think that it is an evolution of what Icon used to be because you still have old Icon in
yeah.
there. but they've just become just a full group, a full, well-rounded group. This is phenomenal.
But like, if you
This
told
is
me
such a
like
fun
back
song.
in like Rhythm Ta era Icon
Yeah.
that this was gonna be like one of their best
That we'd be
bangers,
making an
it's like
80s
yeah.
Oh, I love the 80s synthesizer. Again, I'm a
it's like a
slut for
full
my
synth
older
song.
music vibes. I am here.
See, Kayla and I usually hate.
I
full
know.
synth
So the
songs.
fact that you
Same,
love this is
same.
like
But
so
this
funny to
one
me.
is so good.
I usually hate this style of music.
I do too. Also, I'm always just gonna keep saying that Icon has the best vocals in YG. You cannot tell
Not-
me.
I don't
It
think
is
that's
not
a
even a
question at
contest.
this
It's not a
point.
contest.
Not
I
even
don't
a
think that's a
contest.
question.
Most people would disagree with me,
Well,
but
who
you
is
know what?
better?
I
Who
know
do they
I'm
say?
right.
Is it
I
someone
know
in
I'm
Blackpink?
I
right.
think the only group even in
In-
the discussion is Treasure. So
Fair.
Yeah, but no, I've seen people say that the best vocals in YG come from Blackpink. Like, people have weird ideas.
I mean, the only one I would
Icon-
consider maybe
Icon
is Rose, but like anyone else,
Eh.
no.
As an overall group, I think Icon is just so well rounded. Bobby still
loves
thriving in
Bobby's
his life.
Still
thriving,
thriving,
absolutely
still killing
thriving.
it.
I know. I'm just like, I have a feeling, and this is really sad for me. Icon does have like an expiration date on them. I don't,
which is very soon.
which is so depressing for me because I adore them and I think that they are the best group YG has right
Mhm.
now. They're the only group I think that knows who they are and what they should be doing and seem happy doing it.
Yeah.
But everyone else, Treasure is starting to they're trying to figure
And like
out what to do
we've
with
talked
Treasure.
Yeah.
about this in the YG Entertainment episode, where it's like recent YG music is like really taking a turn
So
for the better
good.
recently.
It is. I mean, I think that this year between Treasure and Icon, phenomenal. We even liked the Blackpink
like
songs that came
Blackpink
out
this
this year.
year.
I like
Yeah,
Blackpink
I
this
don't
year.
hate the Blackpink songs. I like them, which is like weird.
Again, I don't
but
think
everyone
that
else
they're-
hates them.
again,
But
I
I'm
don't
like,
think they're-
you know,
Pink Venom
Whatever.
was like dangerously close to being my pick for the honorable mentions list.
Yeah,
so-
here's the thing. That song is like both a 5 out of 10 and a 10 out of 10 at the same
Yeah.
time.
I don't get
I
it.
know it's
I don't
not
get it
good, but
either.
do I like it? Yes. The thing with it is, like, I'll say that to compare Blackpink to all the other ones, I think Blackpink still not as good as I think that objectively Treasure and Icon.
Oh,
are, 'cause I think
agree,
they're
agree.
very
Oh, yeah,
good.
Not close.
They are
to
very,
them,
very
yeah.
good. Blackpink is actually like just becoming a group I enjoy listening to because they're fun,
Yes.
as
Yes,
opposed to a
yes.
lot of groups I think are not fun.
Yeah.
They're not fun. Icon's so fun.
Icon having the time of their lives,
An
just
absolutely-
doing a fun
such
little
a fun
love
time.
song, a fun little synth 80s love song. And you know what? In a year like this year where everyone is just making like music that essentially assaults the ears, because that is all I can describe it as. It's so
Assaults the
it's-
ears
it's
and just
so
doesn't
loud.
sound that good.
Just
A lot of
assaults-
it,
and
a
also
lot of it
is,
just
like,
doesn't sound that
borderline
good.
not music.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is fun. And I want more
Yeah.
fun. And I think as you'll see on the rest of this list, we just kind of want to have fun, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want everyone just to look like they're happy.
Just have fun. It's
Have
really-
fun,
that's,
but also
such a
like
low
be
standard.
confident.
That's why I
have fun,
came.
be
And
confident.
be confident.
Yeah.
That's the vibe of the rest
And
of
that's
this
such a-
list.
it's
You
such
can
a
never
low
tell me that
standard
Icon
to
isn't
have.
confident.
It's such a low standard to have for K-pop groups. Is like all I want is you. I want you to look like you're having fun and don't look
One,
like you
look
want to
you're having
die
fun,
when you're
and
performing.
two, be somewhat competent in your chosen
Yeah.
field.
Yeah, which is
Like,
like
in my
not a
chosen
high
field, I
bar,
don't-
but you know.
And I also don't necessarily mean that as only the members. I mean, like, producers, be, competent at your chosen field of producing a song. Like, everyone needs to just be competent at their chosen field.
yes.
Phenomenal. I don't think there's anything else to say about Icon other than they made a very good, great song.
They
Yeah.
did.
All right, so now we're on to number 7 with two boys that seem to be having the most fun. We have Astros, Jinjin, and Rocky with Just Breathe.
숨 좀 쉬자 어젯밤부터 널 보고 홀쭉터 숨 좀 쉬자 널 보면서 나 홀로 that's time 외로워 미칠 것 같아 사랑하는 친구들 다 보고 싶대 yeah 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 Let's breathe
Now, this is not the Astro subunit I was expecting.
No.
Nor is this the song I was
Earlier.
expecting the two of these
Not
members
me
specifically
either.
to
The
make.
two, technically, the
Yeah.
two rappers,
The two rappers to come up with this song? Absolutely not.
but also to make essentially the best post-quarantine or post-pandemic song you can think of, which
Yes.
is like, you know
Yeah.
what? It's over.
This is just
Let's have a
like
good
the
time.
most fun song ever.
I know.
It's just so fun. They look like
It's very funky.
I
It's very
know.
chill. They're just like, they're older guys. They're just like, ooh, we're hot and we're having fun and we're being goofy and fuck it, you know?
I know.
I love it.
I don't even know if they're like.
Well, yeah, I
banking
don't
on the fact
know.
that they're
Okay.
hot. They're just banking on the fact that
They're
they're having
like-
a good time. They are, but like,
No, I don't think
wouldn't
it's a
call this
sexy song, but they're
sexy
just
song.
like,
They're
we're
just
funky, we're having fun,
time.
fuck it.
And you know
Yeah.
what? That is hot.
See, charisma and confidence
highlight
is hot.
teaser for this. They're in a fishing boat.
I know. This song in the middle of it stops to do
To
a
do an
fucking like exercise
break.
routine.
I love that. That's my
And I love
favorite
it.
part of the song. I love
It's
it so
phenomenal.
much. It's so fun.
It has weirdly, not in its sound or anything else, but it gives me a little like trot, like not like elements to, where it's like influenced by like folk songs and just having
Yeah.
a fun time.
I know what you mean.
It
Yeah,
is-
it's not exactly trot.
It's not
but
not
it's
in
like,
sound
yeah,
at all, but
I
in
get it,
vibe,
yeah.
it's giving trot.
Mhm. I think that's
And-
mostly because they're just having so much fun with
Fun.
it. Yeah, it's just so
I know.
fun, and the
And, like-
energy is so high the entire song.
And the thing is, both of them are rappers in a group that's not
Yeah.
necessarily known for their rapping, and they do rap in this, and I think it's good, and I think it works.
This is
and I
almost
think for
an
the kind of song that it
entirely
is-
rap song, and it's
It
like,
is.
and it doesn't feel like it really when you listen to it. But
No.
the almost the entire
Yeah,
song
that's
is
true.
rapping.
But like you feel like they're just having a good time, and also they're decent enough singers to pull off the bits that they have to sing.
Yeah,
It's just such a fun time.
so fun.
They're having a good time. I'm having a good time. I want to go drinking.
See, they're
This
just here
is
to
a
tell you
great,
to
like,
just
drinking
breathe
with
and
your
have a
friends
drink
song.
and fucking chill and have some
Just
fun.
breathe, relax,
Mhm.
have some food, and like live your best life. It's a party song for the kind of parties I want to go
Yes,
to, which
yes,
is like
yes.
chill parties that you're just hanging out with your friends, going out to dinner.
Or like
it's not a
doing
club banger.
karaoke
It's
or
nothing like
something.
that.
Like it's just
Yeah.
fun. It's the fun,
Exactly.
the fun
The best
kind of parties.
low key fun party.
Mm-hmm. And like you're still having a great time, and you're still getting wild.
Yes,
But you're not getting wild in a crowd.
you're like not in a club. Yeah,
Exactly. And like I think we need more songs like that, because like you know, honestly, with the way the world is, sometimes
Exactly.
you're just gonna have fun. Just phenomenal,
so
boys.
good, so
I
fun.
need them to do, and also I just think that this is a great, because Astro has now had every member except Eunwoo, who is his own.
Eunwoo was
He was-
doing his own. Actor
Eunwoo's doing his own
things.
thing, and also does a lot of OSTs for his own shows.
Yes.
So like that's.
I
his
think
own
Eunwoo
song.
is
Mhm.
busy enough that I'm not mad that he's not in.
But
a
also,
subunit.
Eunwoo seems like he's also having a good time.
Yeah,
Astro just seems like they're having a good time and doing what they want in life, and that is the kind of K-pop group I want more of.
the
Because you
subunits
have
are
Moon-
great, and they're way different than what
Yeah.
I
Astro
know.
itself is doing. And then like
And
MJ's
none
out there
of
living his
his
trot
trot
dreams.
life.
Yeah,
MJ living his trot dreams. Moonbin and Sanha are out here giving vague Catholic imagery and like fun, not fun,
Yeah.
sexy songs, living their best lives. But also, that seems like the kind of music that those two want to make together.
Yeah.
And that, like, Who that came out this year could not be done by Astro. Astro does not seem like they would want to do that song.
Mhm.
This song doesn't seem like they would want to,
Yeah.
like, Astro would do this song
Right.
with Jin Jin and Rocky. I think
Astro's not gonna
they
do
are the
MJ's trot music. Like,
Absolutely not. But also, I think that Astro does subunits the way they do traditional K-pop subunits, and I think that is an
Yeah.
art form we have lost.
we have Astro is
Because-
one of the only groups left that has like active subunits that will release
Not just
music.
active subunits, but active subunits that are doing what a subunit
Yeah.
should do. Because a lot of subunits now, I feel like it's just whatever members are available, and they're just gonna give
Yeah,
them
that's
the
true,
next
that's
group
true.
song because people aren't available.
Or they're
They just
unsure
sound
of
like
letting
what
someone
a
go
song that the
solo yet,
group
so
would
they're just
make.
like, okay, do a subunit song with this person, is kind of like what they do.
Yeah. I feel like Astro is actually doing songs that the group
Yeah.
would not do. Because Astro's not going to do Just Breathe. That does not fit the Astro aesthetic. Astro's not going to do Who. That does not fit the Astro aesthetic. Astro's not going to do Trot. Even though I think that would be hilarious. But yeah, somehow in a year that Astro had one comeback, Astro's still doing some of the best music in this industry.
I know. They're great. It helped that they
Ugh.
had the multiple subunit releases. So
I
that
know.
helped.
Well, I have faith because Moonbin and Sanha had their subunit second release.
Well, they're gonna have
So
another
maybe
one in
they'll-
January
that'll be
too.
good.
So
And they're having it another one, so hopefully they're gonna come back again too.
all right. So number 6, we have P1 Harmony's Doom. Doom. Who's to say
Doom
how that's
Doom?
pronounced?
If there is one
Doom,
negative,
Doom
it's the
to
title.
Doom.
The title of the song, because what is it?
Also, the fact that the title is not said in the song because
The title is not in the song
Doom,
either.
doom.
It's like
'Cause
the chorus is a similar phrase, but it's
the
not.
chorus is. I think the chorus is sounds
It
more
sounds
like a
it's like a drum type of a thing because we listened to this with the subtitles yesterday, and it is not. This is not in the chorus. This exact phrasing
not at all.
of it, but same idea.
So it's similar,
It's a banger
but also I
regardless
think
of the title.
내 몸이 이끄는 대로 내 멋대로 내 feel이 꽂히는 대로 This is my rhythm, this is my song, so I sing it,
they are. I mean, P1 Harmony. We've loved
They're
P1
so
Harmony since
good.
they debuted, even though we had no faith
Yeah.
in P1 Harmony.
I
when
thought
they
they were
debuted.
gonna be
They've
awful,
proven me
and
wrong
they're
every.
one of the best new.
Oh, agree,
groups that
100%.
exist right now. Like they're so good.
I mean, I'd put them on one of the best boy groups. Period.
generally, yes.
That's making music right
Yeah,
now.
the song
because
is
they're
just fun. It's
Phenomenal.
just a
they're so good.
cute little, I like the aesthetics of the music video. It's a catchy beat, catchy chorus, but doesn't assault you with the ears. It's nice to listen to. It's very pleasant.
It is. It's noise. I wouldn't call it full noise. I think it's noise adjacent
This is
enough.
the least.
And this is the
this
kind
is
of
the
noise
least
I enjoy.
noisy of their songs too. I would say
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
But they also had 3 comebacks this year, which is 3 times the amount of music they had last year.
They
so
usually do.
great for them. Love that for them. This
Yeah,
year.
P1 Harmony is a group. They finally had their rookie year,
Yes,
essentially,
yes.
where they got 3 comebacks instead of 1 a year.
Except that was
A
wild
choice.
that they did that last year, but they're
Yeah.
still great anyway.
I love them. I think that they are just a group that, from the beginning knew what kind of music that would fit the group.
It's like 'cause
Have been doing
they
it
just
the whole
established a style so early because they're so distinctive from even other boy groups who are doing the same type of noise music.
Mhm.
Like all of their songs sound like a P1 Harmony song. That doesn't mean they all
Yeah.
sound the same, but they have a very specific I don't know, style.
Again,
to
if
them
you
now.
hear it, you can tell oh, this sounds like a P1 Harmony song.
Yeah.
And if another group does a similar song, it's oh, this kind of sounds like what P1 Harmony does.
Right.
In a way.
Exactly.
And they've just been doing stuff like that from the beginning. They've made it work for them. And it's different enough that it's still noise music. It still fits in the box of noise music.
Mhm.
But it is distinct enough from what I call pure noise music, which I call an assault on the senses.
Which is also pure noise music tends to also be heavily rap
Yeah.
focused as well. Which P1
Which
Harmony
not
has 2 very good rappers, but they also have arguably the 2 best vocalists in 4th gen boy
They do.
groups. So
Yeah, they're up there.
arguably they're up there.
yeah,
They
like
really
Kehoe
are, and they're
arguably
so good.
Kehoe and Theo arguably the best vocalist in 4th gen K-pop. It's
They're
they're ridiculously
phenomenal.
good.
Yeah. And also, I love seeing Soul get more lines. He's great.
Especially their newer song, which is not the one
Yeah.
here, but what is it? Back Down. Soul has the most lines you've ever had, so he just
know.
keeps getting
Good
more,
for
and
him.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah. I'm happy that he's starting to do more, but they're just so good. They've been good. They're consistently good, which in this industry is something you can't say about everyone.
Oh yeah. And it's they just keep getting better too with each
Mhm.
song they release. It's I think I've liked every single mini album they've released more than the previous one, which is
Yeah.
hard to do. When that
Yeah, and
already
they
the standards
do-
for them are pretty high considering I like most of their music.
We
to
like
begin with.
everything that they've done previous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think they're ridiculously underrated for what
Yeah,
they are. They are
I get the
FNC,
point.
but
I don't
know if it's maybe
I feel like I
because
don't
of
hear
how
enough
they
talk
were.
about them. They're producing this good enough music, and they're
think-
not getting as
I
much
think it's
views.
also
bro.
because of possibly FNC's marketing in a way,
Oh,
of only
yeah.
giving them 1 comeback a year. FNC's kind of been skimping on the marketing of their newer groups because you can see
Which
the
I
same
don't
thing
get
for,
why they are, because that seems like a dumb move.
And I think that was also just a thing where it's certain groups from certain companies, FNC I think being one, their groups are kind of bound to end up in the B tier group category for their entire
Yeah.
career. For a lot of them, like, it's just hard given the amount of influence they have in the industry for their groups to get out of that or, like, get higher popularity.
They would need, like, a massive hit, like, one massive thing to just pop off.
Right.
Like, sometimes happens, but, like, that's a 1 in a million chance.
And it's just, like, so much in the K-pop industry, like, is based off of, you know, how much, it is, like, as much as people don't like to admit it, based off of, like, how popular a company is and how much influence they have, and a lot of it is so luck-based as well, that there's only so much you can do with marketing and stuff like that to begin with.
Yeah, it's just a thing because even a lot of the songs that we're talking about here, they're so luck-based of, like, they should have been the fucking biggest hits of the year.
Oh, yeah,
in my opinion, and I think they could have been. Because they have a similar sound to a lot of what the biggest hits of the year were, but they're just done better.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, sometimes
sad
you just don't get that luck.
To see
it's
better
so
music do worse.
Do worse.
Yeah.
It's so upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, shall we go to
number
5?
5?
We're halfway done.
Halfway
Yeah.
there.
At number 5, we have my boys and Hyphen with Blessed Cursed. Yo, this was great. This was fucking
This
lit.
was my 90s K-pop
I love
band.
this
Such a
so
banger.
fucking
and it was such
much.
An
This
early
is
in the
so
year
good.
banger too.
And the fact that apparently a lot
This
of
song came out
engines
on-
don't care for it as much, I'm just like, what the fuck?
I don't understand.
What is the
That's, like,
logic
my
in that?
favorite song
This
they've
is easily my
released.
favorite
It's
title
my
track from them.
favorite
This
of
is
their
so
songs.
fucking good.
Easily.
The-
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Oh
good.
my god.
This song came out on
Yes.
January 10th, and I have been listening to it the entire year. It is
Was
not
it
gonna
early
It is
year
like Chunna's
banger,
Gotta
yeah.
Go
So
for me,
good.
where
It's
it's an
an
early year
early-year
banger
banger.
that just stuck around, and it's still
so good.
here. Still here.
You really are.
This
so.
song is I think that this song is the perfect encapsulation of doing in the year 2022, a K-pop
Yes.
90s concept. Because the song sounds current, because don't make a 90s song in 2022.
Please
It's
don't.
going to sound dated. It's 90s influenced. They're styled exactly like the 90s.
They look
But
like the
They
Backstreet
do in that
Boys a
music
little
video.
bit.
It
Very
looks like
Backstreet
Backstreet Boys.
Boys
It looks
like.
like
Yeah.
NSYNC. You cannot tell me that Sunghoon in that video is not just Justin Timberlake, but in 2022.
Yes.
It's fine. The sets are very Backstreet Boys. The sets work, but it's the quality of a current music
Yeah, like
video.
it does not.
is an
Nothing
update.
about it sounds dated. It's just it's channeling the
It
aesthetic.
just sounds influenced. It's phenomenal. The outfits are great. I love it. You cannot tell me that the Backstreet Boys did not wear
They definitely
those
did.
outfits.
They definitely did.
the goggles. Amazing.
God, but like the
And, like, I think they didn't attempt to make it a fucking rap song, which I think I love that about Enhypen, because this is the fear for
Yeah.
every high boy group is, like,
Rap.
well, are they going to try to be BTS, or are they going to give them, like, 8
listen,
rappers?
if any
I'm like,
group's gonna
no,
get
relax.
8 rappers, it's
No,
possibly gonna
they
be the
don't
need-
KOZ group, and at that point,
Oh
It's
yeah.
the KOZ. But, like,
yeah,
that point,
that's Zico's problem, and I
That's
also
Zico
expect
problem.
highly from
That's a
Zico
Zico
to make
problem.
sure it's not just another fucking annoying rap
Yeah.
wannabe K-pop group, you know?
But, like,
We
I
also
think
got
that-
like what is the Trainee A? That's also the rapper.
Trainee A.
The
Trainee A is
rapper's
also
over there.
possibly-
Yeah.
Yeah, but also Trainee A has, like, a rapper
Oh, it's
that we
a
know is
rapper
good,
that,
so-
oh
That's
my
true.
god,
At the very
he's
least, we'll
so
have
fucking
one
great.
rap.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Well,
Back to Hyphen.
but back to Enhypen. This song, a banger.
Oh god.
Such a good banger. It has energy.
They're like,
They're
wake up, and
going
I'm like,
for it.
I'm
They're
awake.
eating.
Bitch,
they're
I am
thriving.
awake. I am here. I am here to take shit down.
Like, you are here. You are making your
Yes.
presence known.
Mm-hmm.
It's loud and aggressive, but without being
It's
noise
done
music and
tastefully
without being,
well.
like,
It's like, this is how you do
It's
loud
so
and
tasteful.
aggressive. It's so done tastefully
it
well.
is. Because it's like, you can call it aggressive, but it's not, like, aggressive in an angry way. It's aggressive in a, I am here
Like
and you're
charisma,
gonna
confident
look at me
way.
Like charisma, yeah,
Mhm.
that's a better word for it. And, like, I'm looking at you and you are, like, and this is a thing about, like, because I want to talk about the badass concept a little bit. This fits with a bunch of our songs, but I think the badass concept is the hardest concept to do in K-pop. Because if you fail, you don't look like you're having fun, and you don't look like you're trying. So
You
it
just
makes
look
it
kind of embarrassing.
You look embarrassing because none of it works. Because at least if you fail doing a cute concept and you have a bad song, you look like you're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem with a lot of badass concepts is that they also try to do the I don't care, I'm too cool, I'm not going to... The choreo is very underwhelming. Everything is just supposed to fall on the charisma of the artist. And the problem with that is that, especially if they're very young, they don't have enough charisma to pull it off, so they just look bored, and that's where you get they're not trying, they look lazy, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. I think that the way you do a badass concept is like, yeah, I'm a badass, but I'm also a talented as fuck badass. Because you look at it in Hypen, they're singing, they are dancing, they're showing everything that they have in these songs.
Side note,
And
I love
think
that
that's
little
a better
chorus
way to do
dance
the
with the little
concept.
arm like spread apart and they're doing a little arm jiggle thing. I love that shit.
I like the kick.
Oh, the
I
kick
like the
too
kick
as well.
because I think it's very fun.
The kick is very fun. Love that.
Yes.
This song is also so short.
It is.
Under
It is
3
so
minute
unbelievably
song.
short.
It's so short.
The song is like 2.5 minutes.
I think it's 2:50 or something like that, or just under 2:50. It's like so short.
Yeah. It's wild how short it is. But like they fit a great song that like you almost don't feel how short it is. Like
You
it just
don't.
feels
It
like
is.
a
It feels
complete
complete.
song. Like, do I want more? Yes,
I would-
but I'm gonna start it over and do it again.
Exactly.
Like I can just start it over. It feels complete though. It doesn't leave you wanting because it like I don't know, forgot a part of the song.
Right.
I want them and like even with their other song,
Pass the mic.
what is it? Pass the mic. I think and it has a similar it's a different very like the
It is.
style of the song is different, but I think they're keeping that like
The concept
level
of it
that
is
concept
Yes,
similar.
they're keeping it
yeah.
similar.
that charisma and loudness to it. And that's honestly the kind
Yeah.
of loud I want in this industry.
Yes,
But this is
yes.
the type of noise I am Gucci with, and like,
Like,
well,
wouldn't even
yeah,
call
I wouldn't
this
say it's noise. I
because
wouldn't say it is.
because
It's like it's loud. It's loud, but yeah, it's not what I would
It's-
consider noise music, really.
Yeah, because noise gives me a very particular thing. Because like the thing with noise music is I always feel like where you get into the part of being like full noise music is where the mix is so loud I can
True.
barely hear the people.
I think a big
You
thing
hear
for me
it
on,
hyping.
a big thing for me
Yeah.
on noise music is if there's like weird sounds in the instrumental.
That's true.
like weird
And
sound
hyping
effects
has
and
like
shit.
like instrumentals.
There's just
they
like
are
a
there
really good
to
guitar
serve-
riff in there.
Yeah. They are here to the instrumental is there to accentuate the vocals, which is why I'm listening to a song and not an instrumental.
Yes.
Whereas I feel like a lot of noise music,
The
instrumental
instrumental
is
carries the song,
distracting.
which is like
Yes.
also distracting, yeah.
and when you get into bad noise music is where it drowns out the singers. All right. So, number 4, we have the required band song of our countdown. It's Lucy's Play.
많은 사람들 사이를 안고 지나기 난 모르게 은밀히 자리에 앉기만 먼저 퇴근한 사람이 술린 거야 꼭 말해줘 다시 만나
So this song has made me and Kayla
It's very
cry on multiple
heartwarming.
occasions.
It's like,
This song
I
is
Love
cried
it.
the first time I ever
If
listened to
this
it. and
It's
watched it. I
giving-
was like
on
in tears.
tearful thoughts of nostalgia for your youth. Of
This
wanting to be
song
a
is
child
perfect.
again.
If you are a person,
This
if
is
you're in your teens, this song is not
no,
for you.
but if
you're
like a
in your
working
mid-20s,
adult,
yes.
yes.
This song is yours.
Yeah.
This song is for you.
Lucy writes music for like mid 20s to 30s people who are like very sad in life and like would like to be a child.
Very
again.
much.
Same.
That's their entire.
Same.
That's so much
Very
of
much.
what their music
That is
has
what that
been
whole
up to this
album
point.
was. That album.
I mean, it was
that.
called Childhood,
It was.
so
'cause
like,
I think it.
It was.
I think
and
that's what
it
really
fit that perfectly.
But I think that's like what really got to me when I listened to it, and then also read the lyrics too. Is just knowing that the album's called Childhood, and knowing like so many other of Lucy's songs are about this same concept. Like Snooze is a very similar like
Yeah.
message to
Mhm.
this and everything too. Where it's just like they do such a good job at like hitting the spot where it's like, yeah, life sucks right now, but like You
But,
can
like,
you
it'll
can
get-
like just stop for a second and like remember being a child again. It doesn't have to be
Mhm.
horrible all the time.
Yeah. So have you ever I listened to the song and it made me bawl my eyes out for a solid 10 minutes because I was in I went on vacation this year and I went to a childhood home of mine that I had not
Oh.
been in since I was an actual child. And I listened to this and the song just came on shuffle and I cried so hard. It was unbelievable because you think about being a kid, you think about the good memories, you think about everything else, and it's just such a nostalgic song.
Mm-hmm.
I think of any song of this year, all of them are good. But the song that I can see myself going back to the most and not just being like, well, this is a good song from this artist. This is actually a song that's like it's so connected to a feeling and so embodies
does, yeah.
a feeling better than almost any other
This
song.
is
truly
gonna be.
does.
This is such a timeless
It's almost
song.
essentially
This
the
is
structure
such a
of this
timeless
song.
song.
Is
Yes.
like once the chorus drops on that song, it's like the emotions hit like all at once, and I don't know what
It's
it is
like
about
the
it, but it's
chorus-
just
They start playing the chorus
Oh,
and
yeah.
the tears
it's
fall.
just like I want to cry now. I feel like crying.
I know. Like if you're having a bad day, listen to this song. Like you'll cry, but it'll be the
But
emotional release
it'll
you
be
need.
good. It'll be good tears.
It's a
not
good
bad
cry.
Yeah.
Because it's not a song that's sad. It's not a song that's
No,
like
it's not sad.
it is not about like wanting to like be and like being like my life sucks. It's about like remembering being a child and bringing those memories and like that
Yeah.
feeling to being an adult.
Yes, because it's all in
It's
a
not
very like
sad that
hopeful,
you-
Yes, it's very
optimistic
hopeful, it's
type
very
of way. That's how
optimistic. There's a
Lucy
hope
songs
there.
are to begin with. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about like being upset about being an adult. It's about like, well, like time passes. There's nothing we can do about that.
Mhm.
But like you can hold
And
on
I think
to
that's
the feeling of being a
Lucy
child.
being a teacher for us all, guys. Life lessons, telling us, you know what? Look through life, with the glass half full,
with
take the
Yeah.
best parts from your childhood, try to enact it in your current life where
And
you
honestly-
can, and,
And Lucy's
Yeah.
music reminds me so much of like what BTS's music was doing for me
Yeah,
when I was like a
exactly.
teenager and like very confused in life and
I
shit.
think it's
It's
just
like
sort of
Lucy is
different.
now making that same feeling of music where it's like this is the
I
songs
think
that
that
I
that's
need
just-
as like a working
Yes.
adult and like
Yeah.
kind of just sad in life.
I think that's I think all of those songs are just made for very different. Like BTS was making songs for being in that period of like being a young adult,
yes.
becoming an adult.
Yes. And,
And,
it's
like,
like
Lucy
I
is
I
now,
aged
oh,
with
I
them
am now
through
the
that,
adult.
and now I'm an adult, and now Lucy
I
is
am
in
the
here
adult.
hitting
Oh,
me with
exactly,
more
yes.
emotions. Yeah.
Yes. Like I also think that this song being made by a band is so it's the only people that could make
And
it.
also it
because you
stands
can't
out
make the
too
song as,
with
like,
the
an actual
factor
idol
of
group.
whoever plays the
And
violin.
also the violin.
Oh
The-
yeah,
yeah, you
CHN
can't play
adds
that
he
violin,
adds so much
adds
to this group.
so much.
It's a
Like,
unique take for a band to
I mean,
have a violinist
truly
and
the
just
MVP.
add that added classic
And I think
emotion.
that just also
Yes.
brings the emotion.
It does. It's like the violin elicits the
it's such
emotion.
a violin's such a
The
beautiful classical instrument. It's an iconic classical instrument. There's something about that just gives
but
it like such a
fits so well
proper-
in like
vibe.
a band format
Yes.
so well. I also just like the vocals are just you feel the emotion in his voice. He's so like he's going on that journey with you, honestly, and you can feel it when they're singing the song. I don't know.
And then I think that's like what drawn me to Lucy as a group generally is that all of their music has because they write it clearly. So it's
Yeah.
all the emotions they put into it are like very real, and like that's I think what makes the songs hit so hard
Yeah.
is because you know that they are also feeling the same way.
Yeah.
And
I
I think
mean,
Lucy just as a group embodies that too because they're a group of like grown adults who like they're around our age and a little bit older,
Yeah.
and they are just some of the most like in variety shows like happy-go-lucky, just like pure
You can
like
just tell that
happy
these are people living their dream.
Yeah.
And like they're just happy to be able to play music for a living, and that just brings so much joy. I also just think that like while we only have this at number 4, I think as time goes on, this will be a song that like it sticks around just as an emotional point
Yeah.
Like, this is a song that, like, you can go back to at any point.
Yeah,
It's timeless,
is.
to be honest.
Mhm.
It feels like
Oh,
it could have
yeah.
come out
Oh
at any
no,
point,
it's a
and it
perfect
just
timeless
will
song
forever
from
just
this
be.
era. Like it's gonna do
Mhm.
wonders in the future. It's one of those longevity songs.
Again, I think that, truly speaking, Lucy is a band that, again, I think for your average K-pop fan who does tend to skew younger might be a little, like, I can see a younger person not being able to relate to the song at all, and also being like, oh, I mean, it's fine.
Mhm.
But if you are in the right
If you're in the
moment of
right
your life, if you're in
demographic
the
for
right
them,
phase
yeah.
of your life,
Perfect.
this song
Yeah.
is so
It
phenomenal.
hits like so hard,
it
yeah.
fits so well. Because I also think, like, if you're a little older and, like, you have more of your shit figured out, probably it also doesn't. Like, I think that we're just in,
Yeah.
like, the perfect.
We're in
phase
the
of our
Lucy
lives
like
for
age
this to hit.
demographic, which is the same
we
age
are
that
also
they
True,
are.
we are
Lucy's
Lucy's
age.
Yeah, we
age,
are
so I
the
think that's a
same
factor
age as
to it.
yeah.
That also works.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, at number 3, we have Yena's Smiley.
I love this
I
kid.
love
Oh
Yana.
my god.
Oh, it's so
She's
cute.
Oh
so
my god. And
cute.
BP's on the track.
another-
Yay. I love BP.
BP's a really good feature on this
She
song
is.
too.
So BP is like the perfect person to put with Yana
Yeah.
on the song, to be honest. Honestly, this, you know how we're talking about how, sometimes you just want to have fun.
This is it.
This is it.
This is fun.
so fun.
This
So
is
much
the
fun.
definition of fun.
The
This
best
is the definition
soloist
of
from
someone
Eyes
who-
One, probably.
This is like one
Honestly,
of the best
yeah,
like bubblegum,
honestly.
like pure bubblegum pop, like K-pop songs, like in a
Yes.
while.
Oh, yeah.
It is so
And, like,
so good.
The risk you run with, like, pure bubblegum pop is that there is a line where it gets a little on the annoying side. She rides that line.
Yeah,
It is
so well.
perfection. She is just so infectiously fun because, like, it just brings a smile to your face when you
Mhm.
listen to it.
And it's like post Eyes One, I didn't really know what I expected her to do. I thought they might put her in Everglow, to be honest. It was like, who really
That's
knows?
what
Everyone
everyone
thought
thought
that.
she
She
would
was
do. That's
gonna
what
Everglow,
people
and
thought
I'm
they were
so
gonna
glad
do
she's
the
not,
day that
because-
Eyes One was
Mm.
made.
I'm so glad she's not, because she's
Fair.
such a unique soloist,
She
especially
is.
in like recent
is.
modern K-pop, because there's no other soloist who is making that
Doing
music.
Pure bubblegum
Yeah.
pop? No.
And she
Because
does
they all
it so
tend to-
well too.
Yeah, they also tend to either, like, there is, like, soloists doing, like, the closest thing I can think of is maybe that Nayeon song from this year.
True,
Like, there
yeah.
are people
It's
doing
close.
pop songs. But this kind of, like, almost sticky sweet.
And it's like
Pop
her
song.
entire aesthetic as a soloist too is like also like very over the top, like cute bubblegum pop aesthetic too.
Yes. But like it works for her and her personality
She does
really
it
well.
so well. She is so good.
She has a
yeah.
great
'Cause, like,
singing
even when you
voice,
get
which they
to-
should have utilized more in Eyes One, I think. But like, she has a great
Mhm.
singing
there
voice.
was too many people in it. There
There
was
was just
Too many
12
people to stand
in
out.
Eyes One, yeah.
But like,
But I also think that, like, that her not being used in Eyes One almost made this, like better
a
because
better
you're like, oh my
surprise,
god,
yeah.
she's a surprise.
yes,
Right.
that's true.
No one was expecting this much from Yena.
Especially-
I'm gonna be
I
honest
don't
with you,
think
I
there
was
was-
not expecting much from her.
There was no one expecting this concept from Yena either, really. So
That's
that was
fair.
also like part of the surprise as well.
I fell in love with her this year because,
So did
like,
I.
if I'm being honest, I did not notice her in Eyes One. There were too many other people in
I mean,
Eyes
I
One.
noticed her at Produce
kinda fell into
48.
the
I was a
background.
big fan of hers. I was like, she's
I
enjoyable.
did, but I like followed Eyes One very closely, so that's different.
Yeah.
But
Like,
she
I
also
did
had a
not
very
watch-
different vibe in Produce 48 and in Eyes One than she does as a soloist.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because, like, this feels like Yena being herself. Because, like,
Yeah.
even with Smartphone, which is her second song, she keeps that aesthetic, she keeps that vibe, but the song obviously sounds very different, and it's just, she looks like she's having a good time. And you know what? I want people to have a good time.
That's really the only thing I would wish for most K-pop artists is like, I want you to look like you're having a good time being a K-pop artist.
Also,
Yeah.
shout out to her B-sides, especially in that first
Oh,
EP.
the B-sides.
Oh my god.
B-sides
The B-sides in her
are
first
also
EP are so
phenomenal.
good. Pretty Boy? Yes. I love Pretty Boy.
Oh, Pretty Boy's so good.
Da-da-dee-da-da-da.
Also, I
Up to You
wanna
is great.
make a thing to Yenna too. I've seen people being like, "Oh, when Smartphone came out, they were disappointed because Yenna's doing. Oh, she's just doing the same concept again." I'm like, it's her second song. Let the girl live in this concept for a hot second before you make her.
If
become,
anything, I'd say
what,
it's more.
a
If anything, I
badass?
say that
No.
song's more bubblegum
Leave
and more
her.
like
It
childlike
is, yeah.
than Smiley is. Smiley's a little bit more like
But
there's adults dancing in the room, you know, but like Smartphone got like critter people in animal costumes spinning around like this is Chuck E. Cheese's come to life, you know.
Also, she's literally had 2 songs
Yeah.
too. It's like we can't determine what her entire vibe as a soloist is off of 2 songs. So
and also, why do you want to make her like every other K-pop soloist immediately?
Yeah.
Let this girl live in this because no one else
no
is
one
doing
else is doing it. It makes her so unique because of it. It's
Exactly.
like I am
And it
perfectly
makes-
fine with her
and-
writing out like this exact concept
And like the
for more
songs are good. The songs are not getting. She's not made the same song 4 times.
No.
She hasn't even made the same song twice.
Yeah.
Let her live, people.
Yeah, let her live. Let her be smiling.
Let
Everywhere.
her live her best life. Let her
Mhm.
smile.
Let her smile.
Let her live her, like, at the end of that music video, Sailor Moon fantasy.
Yes,
Yes.
let her live her Sailor Moon fantasy. Let her be the Sailor Moon of this generation.
I mean, honestly,
The song is
I
just
feel
so
like
fun. It makes
this-
me happy every time I hear it.
Oh,
it's
man.
just,
It
it's
does.
just great.
I feel like also this song, this is another,
And I love
like,
BB. I love
super early
BB. Some
favorite.
vibe that she brings.
BB was great. I think this was another, like, super early in the year favorite. And I think between this
Yes.
and, like the N Hypin' song, which also came out super early in the year, we're like, oh, we just want to have fun this year, don't
yes,
we?
this is a
yes,
fun. We're
we
here
want
to have fun.
We're gonna
Like
have
last
fun.
year was
we are gonna
last
have
year was
fun.
the chill year. This is the fun year. It's like, we're here
Exactly.
to have
We want
fun,
the fun.
everybody.
And honestly, everyone looked like they were having
Yes.
fun. And the minute you didn't look like you were having fun, there was a
Exactly.
problem.
All right. On
Speaking
to
of
next
fun.
one. On to number 2 for our token entry from the KJ-pop sector. It is JO1 with Us.
This is the best JO1
This is their
song
best song
possibly
they've
ever.
ever
This is
released.
really
This
nice.
is their best title track. This song.
And I don't pay attention to these guys
Also,
that
again,
much, and I'm like, this is really
No,
good.
you don't. This is also JO1 having fun because JO1 has 2 modes. JO1 has
Yes.
fun, slightly emotional mode,
And then they
or
have
JO1
the
has
super
like
Cali mode.
pseudo noise, super Cali pseudo noise music
Yes.
mode. The way I would describe the way JO1 does noise music is the same way P1 Harmony does noise music.
Yeah.
It's like noise music adjacent, where like you still hear everything, but like it's just a little loud.
Yes.
It's great.
But this
But
song, so good.
I love this song
It's
so much.
It is also, it's like kind of the epitome of like the one of the sounds in KJ-pop that we like the most. That is like second gen
K-pop
K-pop sound boy groups. Which
that
is
kind of
like,
sounds a little bit like Infinite.
if it sounds a little bit like Infinite, then it means it's really
It
good.
sounds a little bit like, what is it, like Infinite mixed with like
Some boyfriend.
Very hopeful,
Some
infinite, and
boyfriend.
boyfriend
Yes.
vibes, but in
yes,
Japanese,
which is
bruh.
like, I need that.
Yes, that's
Well,
what
K-pop
that's what
groups
I
aren't
want
doing
in the
it.
year 2022. Like, give me that.
It's like them and Nine Eyes, what we got.
Right,
Both of them are here.
both of them.
But like, honestly, I would say that they don't count obviously in the 4th gen of K-pop, but if they did, because if they have that Korean debut, I'm counting them in the 4th gen of
Yes.
K-pop. I would say JO1 has maybe the best vocalists.
Oh,
in,
yes.
Like, we were talking about P1 Harmony having the best vocalists.
Yeah, they
in
got
4th
some
gen.
really
If
dope
you count
vocalists.
JO1, I would say JO1 is
wins.
up there.
Yeah.
Like, you got your show,
The
you got
show and the
Junki,
Junki
like,
are like super good. Yeah,
they're so good.
our main vocal Abs voice.
Our main vocal Abs voice. I just think that this honestly, they're the best dancers in possibly all of, I don't know enough about all of J-pop, but at the very least in KJ-pop,
Yeah.
they're the best dancers in KJ-pop.
And it's like the only one close
Bar
to them
none.
is I, who is like
Yeah.
almost like a very similar group to them to begin
Very
with in
similar
terms of
group,
structure.
but I honestly think
JO1 had the
JO1
better
just
release this year,
vibes
though.
so well.
They are better.
They had
I
the
think
better
JO1
release.
is just better generally, just because
yeah, JO1 is
I just leads too much into noise
Yeah.
for me sometimes. Where
They're a
JO1
little-
is doing middling, where it's like sometimes it's noise and sometimes it's second gen K-pop.
JO1
so
has just more variety, I think,
They
than
do.
I. I sticks to the noise.
INI's kind of locked into noise music. but
JO1, in a weird way, I think JO1 is more like a traditional K-pop group, which just like bounces around different concepts
Mhm.
and sounds a little more. Honestly, they bring me so much joy.
This music video is also their best music video. It looks
Oh, it's
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
Gorgeous. Also, this is off topic, but one of the best stylings this group has ever had. This
Yes.
group always has one
This-
person look
my
janky,
God.
and usually it's like Shosei.
Shosei doesn't
Or
look
Shoya.
awful. Both of them look okay in this. So
They
it's
look
like,
fine
you know
this
what?
comeback.
Good for them. Great for them
For-
that this is
for-
their style,
for-
not
For
terribly.
JO1, that is a win.
Yes, it is a win.
It's a win if they look fine.
Because Shosei has just had so many tragic hair eras. It's
Questionable
like,
hairs.
Man,
Like,
feel bad
and then
for him.
sometimes they mess around with Junki a little too much, too.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He's a little bit questionable.
So, like, there's
sometimes,
really, like, 3 of them that look janky, and when you get all 3 of them looking good, that's a good era
too.
right there.
It's an indication of a good JO1 era.
It is. But, like, I don't know what else to tell you. I think the phrase KJ-pop was also, like, officially coined by people that weren't me and Kayla this year.
Yes. So, and now that it is
I
a
think that we're
rapidly
trendsetters.
growing genre of music,
It
too,
is.
So
And it's honestly one of my favorite subsections of this
I
industry.
really love it. It's great.
I love it so much. We still continue to look into real J-pop every, like, 6 months, and it
we
continues to not be good.
to not want to have anything to do with that.
I mean,
so.
I did find a good, like,
Nope.
I think it was like a Generations from Exile Tribe or J Brothers song I liked from
Nope.
this year, but otherwise,
Absolutely
I
not.
go for the J-Rock usually and leave it at that.
J-Rock continues to be phenomenal. J-Rock continues to be its own weird thing. KJ-pop, we want more.
Yes.
Give me more.
We're gonna get. I think you're only gonna get more, considering the fact that so many Korean companies are just debuting
And
straight
Hype
up
too.
groups in Japan.
Hype is now
yeah.
put its foot in
Again,
the
we
water.
got Team now.
We got
And Team in
and
it.
I know several other companies have that in the
Yes.
works. So.
Yes, every company has. We
We're
got
only gonna get
the
more.
FNC band show too.
Oh yeah, that's a joint Japan-Korea show.
Yep, that will be a thing. But I think in terms of this, JO1 will always be the first.
They'll be the first, and they will probably always be the best in
Be the
terms
best.
of like nostalgia sake goes for us anyway.
At least for
Oh,
us.
yeah.
I mean, I love JO1. JO1 almost has a set. The thing is, we only allow like one spot for a J-pop song on
and
this
it's
list
always
because
it's
it is.
probably always gonna
it's
be
always-
JO1 to be
Probably.
The
honest.
problem is, it has to be me and Kayla's favorite J-pop song of the year.
Yeah.
And what are
I
the
mean,
odds?
and Team
Then
could
again,
be
the
there too,
only-
depending what they
That's
decide
what
to
I'm
do.
saying. The
but-
only person I can think of is maybe
At this
Team,
point.
depending on what bangers
Exactly.
they put out.
Mhm.
But then again, what stops me and Kayla from just making it like we could have 2 J-pop songs?
This is our podcast, so we can really.
We
put
can
I mean, I
whatever
can't
songs
fight
this
them
list
on
that
it.
we
They want the
want.
J-pop in there. They're gonna get the
Look,
J-pop in there.
Look, Maria, you can't tell me this is not a banger.
No,
of
it is a
song.
banger. That's why I'm fine with it.
Phenomenal.
Mhm.
Exactly. They make bangers every
Mhm.
year.
I love them. They're so good. Please come to America and tour.
Please do a tour.
It's all I want in life right now.
But you know who is gonna
Alright,
come and do a
fellas.
tour in America allegedly next year?
Our gold medalist, our #1 song
Ugh,
of the year.
All right. So how do we do
Lee?
this again?
We're just gonna have. I guess we just say it together, but it's probably gonna be really out of sync. But that's
It's
okay.
gonna be really out of sync like it is
Yep.
every year.
Yes.
All
We
right.
should get a countdown though. Sammy, give us a
All right.
countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Les
Seraphims
Seraphims Fearless.
What you looking at? 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 I'm fearless, huh? You should get away, get away. That you didn't get, that you didn't get. You should get away, get away. I'm fearless, huh?
Yeah.
That sounded
That's
awful.
gonna be so out of
it's-
sync, but it's okay. That's how it is every single year.
It's Lee Seraphim's Fearless, everyone.
Oh my God. What you looking
what
at?
can
What
I
you
tell you?
looking at?
What do you want me to say about this song? What do you want?
I have a
what
lot
can
of
we
things to say, but if you guys want to go,
But also,
you guys can go first if you have
what
to say
can
more.
but also, what can anyone tell me that is not perfection about the song? Why is anyone gonna question me on what our choice is? This song is honestly
so
phenomenal.
good.
It's so good.
It is everything I want
This
in
is
a
how
debut and more. This is, and I do mean this is probably one of easily the best debuts I have seen from a group. Period.
This-
I am not
Easily.
joking
It
here.
gives-
I am being
easily.
serious.
It's
period.
phenomenal. I think it
This
does
is
everything
everything
that
you want.
a K-pop song needs to
Yeah.
do. It does the badass, like, we just talked about how the badass concept is the hardest concept
Yes.
to pull off. I maintain that. They did it phenomenally here.
But they're
They
doing it in
sho-
such a way that isn't like obnoxious in a way that it can
It
be a lot of
isn't.
times. It's a little
But
bit more
also
toned
they're
down, but they
showing
also
that,
look like such
they're
like
trying
badasses.
and they're
yeah.
doing something. Yes.
Like they just look so cool in the whole music video.
Yeah.
They're like,
It's
they're
almost
just
like
like
a
those girls that
simple
I'm just
music
like,
video.
I
They're
really
not-
want to be you right now.
Yes,
you guys are
that's
so
like
cool.
the-
I
that's
want to
what
be
that's
you.
the concept they're going for.
It is. And also, if you look at the video, they're like, it is for as good as it is a remarkably simple music
It
video.
really is.
It is not.
And it's really
like, it is
well
a-
shot too. The shots that
It
they
is, it's
pan
super
well
through.
shot and super
Oh
well
my
edited,
god.
yeah.
I like almost
But like, if you actually
Oh.
look at, there is like barely any sets in it. It is surprisingly CG, but like, it's so good and it's so memorable for
and
what
it
it
does
is. They
such a
didn't
good
need to-
job at showing individual members as well.
Yes.
And that's the thing that I think a lot of debut music videos do not do well. Is like actually show us the new members of your group.
Yes.
But, like this does a great
Or
job at
all,
that.
and every single member of that group got a moment where I'm like, oh, you are the focal point right now, and you are the person I'm going to be like focusing on. Every single girl got it,
yes.
and every single girl got a memorable moment. It wasn't just because it's very easy to just focus on the IZ*ONE members.
Mhm.
We'll focus on the IZ*ONE members for the debut, and then the other girls will get their focus later.
And it didn't
One, I
like
think
it
that's a
never
really-
felt like
No,
that. For like
it
a
never
debut
did.
one, it
And
never felt like this is like an eyes
And
one
I
and
honestly
Friends
feel
group.
like doing that is it shoots a group in the foot early on,
Exactly,
because then the only
exactly.
person anyone cares about is the members
Yeah.
that they
Yep,
already know.
Exactly.
When in reality, there's a bunch of people in here that I've never met before, and I love them.
Yes.
Because I love all the members of Lee Seraphim.
So good.
Lee Seraphim, you learn that mainly. It's also partially because you already know two of them.
Yes.
I
Kayla already
already
knew
knew
three
three
of
of them, yeah.
But like, you learn the members of Lee Seraphim instantly by looking at this. They're all unique, they're all differently styled, and they're all just have such a shining moment that you're like, oh, that's her. And I now know
Speaking
her
of
forever.
which,
Mhm.
I want to get into the individual members, but so remember that thing? I think I mentioned it to Sammy about like in July. I was just like, I have something written down, and I really want to like save it for the end of the year.
Yes.
I have it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
okay.
this is for only one of the members, but it's like it was a brain fart, and I need to get this out there into the world. So to start with, talking about the individual members, I only did this all for one member because it came up to my head and I thought it was genius at the time. Let's talk about an ode to a dancer. Kazuha is
God.
the dancing queen, young and sweet, but over 17 because she's a legal adult. Dancing queen, scouted by Hybe and left her ballerina dreams behind. She can dance, she can flex, and she raps better than he pecs. New goose,
Oh my God, that's so
see
good.
that woman, watch her succeed in Les Seraphim. There you go. That's what I wanted to share to the world.
You know, Maria,
that was
spent
honestly
the-
so much fun that you saved that like half a year.
I
that
did
was
that for a
amazing. I
reason.
have not heard a
So there you
minute of
go.
that.
There you
So
go.
good.
Also, I have been spending this entire episode biting my tongue about throwing shade at particular groups.
Don't do it yet. We have the
now I
worst
love
list for
that
that,
it's
Sammy.
at
We
the
have the
end,
worst
yeah.
list for that.
We'll
I
get
mean,
there.
you just did.
But also, I do want to go back to talk about the individual members
But
because
also,
I
who
literally
the fuck
just sang a
gives
song
shit about
her.
Apex, though?
Kazuha, oh my god, Kazuha, the dark horse, comb girl, literally came out of nowhere. Literally, they picked her up from the Netherlands and were like, "Bitch, we're gonna plop you in here," and she killed it. She's just fucking killing it.
She's great.
Model,
She is killing
literally
it.
a model, amazing. Unche, Oh my god, I love this kid. What a
Phenomenal.
big baby. She is such a solid dancer. I love her, like, the way she, like, dances. It's so good. The home girlies we know. Jennifer, aka Yoonjin.
Jennifer.
Her name is Jennifer,
Jennifer.
in the States. So Jennifer. Oh my god, the New York attitude that comes out of her right at the end of that song, at that final chorus or refrain that they sing. Oh my god, I was like, yes, bitch, work. And I'm so happy for her that she gets a chance to debut in a group. Oh my god, I've been wishing for this since Produce 48. I'm so proud of you, darling. Also, you know who I'm proud with? About Sakura. Sakura had the big balls again to be like, you know what, this
Thriving.
group thing again?
Absolutely
We're gonna do this
thriving,
again. I like torture. We're gonna do this again. And you know what? She keeps up with the homies. She keeps up with them. She had her little motomami moment in like that photo book. I'm like, yes, bitch, work. And she's like killing it. Oh my god. And also, oh my god, I gotta talk about the one who is just on fire right now. Motherfucking Kim Chae-won. Holy shit, a bob cut does a bitch wonders. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. She just, like, exploded with charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and motherfucking talent. She is a motherfucking star. And I knew this in Produce 48, but I'm so glad everyone else is finally getting to see this. And this concept, she fits in so seamlessly well. She is, like, perfect person to be leader of this group. Holy fucking shit. She is there. She is on fuego. You know, like, I don't want to say something inappropriate. I was almost there. But, like, oh my god. Kim Chae-won is one to watch out for. This girl is on fire. She is the fucking phoenix. She will come and slay you with that fucking whatever juju's in her fucking bob haircut. I don't know what it is, but like, girl, keep it. The bob haircuts bring good vibes. Keep the bob haircut.
I have absolutely loved Chaewon since Produce 48 and then through Eyes One. And when I heard that she was getting transferred from Woollim into Hybe for like the new girl group, I was like, well, big things have to be happening there because that is big moves are happening.
Big moves.
She's just continuing to be like an absolute icon. I love her. She's great.
And honestly, the one thing I will give credit for is that this group could have been Eyes One and Friends.
It really could have been.
Like,
because Sakura,
it could have been
I
Eyes
think
One and
Sakura might technically be the most popular if we count her J fans. And
I mean,
She probably is, yeah.
If you count her J fans, yes, but also I think with every comeback that Lee Seraphim is doing, all the other ones are getting more.
Like
and more,
Kazuha
like,
is huge
attention.
now.
Kazuha
Even
is
having no one
massive.
having heard of her beforehand, but she's like mega popular now.
I do also want to
Yeah.
say too, before I forget, even though we had her for a brief time, Garm I think did well in the song too and in the EP as well.
Yes,
For the part
we
she
have already
had,
complained at length about
have
this.
already-
we will
We've
discuss
already
more about
spoken at
Garm, but
length
you know
about
what?
the
For the
Garm
brief moment she
situation.
was here with us, she did great too.
She
She did great. She's not dead,
Yes,
but
did like
you know she. Again,
I
check
know,
out the
but it's-
scandals
but
for
it's-
that. But
but it's very,
she did
very
great.
unfortunate
Yes.
for her.
But on the bright end, I feel like it's especially one of them in particular. I think is going to get more attention now because of that. Which good for that one member. But like know,
Yeah,
I'm so
but I
excited
honestly
about
think
where this group's going to
overall,
go.
Well, this could have been Eyes One and Friends. It's not. And it's thankfully it's not because we've seen what happens when it becomes Eyes
Mhm.
One and Friends.
We have. Yeah.
We have.
I
Yeah.
like the song. I know which
Yep.
group you're talking about, and I like the song from that
Yeah,
group too.
There's only one. What other? There's one group that. There's,
There's only one
group
other
that is
group
Oh
that
yeah,
can
right. There
Eyes
is
One
only
and
one other group.
There's
So
only
it's that
one
other
other
group.
one. Yeah, I'm like, there's only.
And I do
one
like
other
their
one. Not even,
big hit
like-
song too. I spammed the fuck out of that, and you're not wrong. You know,
But it is Eyes One and Friends. But you can't say it's not Eyes One. and
it is
Friends.
Eyes One and
It's
Friends.
not even Eyes One and Friends. It's Eyes One.
One.
And Friend.
Yep.
But this group they're so balanced. They're so well done. The entire group fits perfectly together and fits the
Mhm.
concept.
They're one of my favorite girl groups.
Yeah, I
since
remember
they
people
are
saying
now.
Unche
Like,
should have
they're
been
so
in New
good.
Jeans, and I'm like, no.
No.
Especially after
No.
seeing Anti-Fragile. No,
Anti-Fragile, yeah.
she is where she needs to
Also,
be.
She is exactly
Yeah.
where she needs to be. Also, I think that looking at, I gotta give Hybe credit for having in one calendar year debuted 3 phenomenal groups
It's insane.
in 1 year.
Two
And
of
they're
them
gonna be
being
more
girl
next year.
groups and two of them being girl groups
Two of them
and
being girl
both
groups.
massively successful.
And one of them being a the first and only so far J-pop group they
Yeah.
have, and also being very successful for the beginning of a K-J-pop group. Like, honestly, I think just a
And it's just,
phenomenal
like,
year that
both
they have. Like,
Lee
what
Seraphim and
company-
New Jeans debuting within months of each other, being so completely different and also both incredibly successful is like
Yeah.
so good.
And
for them.
neither of them particularly fitting into the most, like, the easiest.
Yeah, neither
both
of
of
them
them
are
having
their like safe generic
similar-
girl group.
They're
either.
not.
They're not generic girl groups, which would have been the easiest way
Also,
to make.
credit to Hybe for allowing like already. I think like Chaewon and Jennifer or Yoonjin getting some writing credits already on songs. Not writing full song
Yes.
because they have a lot of people making their songs too
Hybe's
for
got
the
so
Seraphim.
many
But like
people.
they're allowing
So
them
many.
the opportunity to get some writing credits in, which I'm like, oh my god, this is
Which
great for a
is,
girl
you know,
group because you
there's
don't
girl
see that
groups-
often.
Yeah, there are girl groups that will disband before having
Oh,
a writing
yeah.
credit.
Yep.
But I also want to point out the group that we keep like vaguely making references to. I think that and Team with the show and the debut and everything else. The album is not out yet at the time of this recording,
It is
but
not
the
because
single
it is being released in the J-pop way of putting out the music video like a month
Video,
before
like, a
the
month
album.
beforehand.
Yeah.
But I want to point out, fucking banger, amazing. Like, to be able to essentially put this group together this year. They put almost all these groups except for Lee Seraphim, who has been like training for months previous.
They haven't even been
together.
training, like,
this
I mean,
that
Le
year.
Seraphim
long
had
in
it like
terms of,
as a
like,
group
a
as
girl
Le
group.
Seraphim. They
Not
hadn't
that
trained
long,
as long.
but I'm saying it was before this year. But it was before this year.
yeah.
At least New Jeans and Team were like essentially like put together and released this year just to the public, which is
Yeah.
wild. I think Hybe has essentially debuts down because we've seen another company try to do 3 and only be able to manage 2,
We're doing
and it
2
was a
and
choice.
Just both of them not being
Are garbage.
good. Yeah.
I'll go further.
we
They're
will.
garbage.
We will get to that.
We will
in
get
a
to
hot
it.
boy.
but-
second.
Yeah.
And for the people listening, you will get to it next
You will
week.
get
But
that
oh
next.
boy.
Both of them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you're
But
talking
like
about.
Hybe, I have to give the credit to this company for doing 3 phenomenal high budget debuts. All of them successful, all of them fabulous, all of them wonderful. And all of them with just
It's
different
really amazing, and
concepts. We love the K-pop
I'm looking
werewolves.
forward to what they like. Not, I'm so looking forward to what Le Seraphim releases in the future, but really all the other Hybe groups, and even the upcoming new ones. Because I like, I hate this. Unfortunately, we've been spoiled, and our expectations now are going to be wicked high for these
know.
groups. You know.
See, I always get so scared when we get a new
Yeah.
Hybe group. Like, I was
It's like, what if
terrified
they're
for
they're
Anti.
bad? They
What
could
if
be
they're
so
shit?
bad.
Like, the same thing happened to me with TXT. I was so
Yeah.
scared. I was scared for Enhypen. I was terrified. I would mainly because I watched that show. I was scared for Anteam because I also watched that show. I was scared. I was a little scared for the Seraphim. I didn't have time to be scared for New Jeans because they just
They
appeared
just appeared out of nowhere.
out of nowhere. But there is, honestly, I'm so excited for just overall this whole company because I can't think of another K-pop company with this many active art, and by active I mean active enough that they are putting out music on a consistent
Yeah.
basis, not just once every 2 or 3 years. I'm
Yep.
talking like active.
Like if they're
At
a
least
release or
one
2 a
comeback a
year,
year.
like it's pretty consistent.
They do again. It's not, but it's not like, for example, SM has a lot of artists, but a lot of them are not like active every single year putting out a new
yeah,
release.
true. Well, a lot of them are also older too, though. Like pretty old.
Exactly, but I'm saying like a lot of companies very much struggle to have more than 2 or 3 groups. Hybe at this point has like 8. And it's wild to me that all of them are distinct, all of them are different, all of them have different concepts. None of them, for the amount of boy groups they have, none of them overlap, which
No.
is weird.
I mean, and they're
Like,
gonna
it
release even
sounds-
more boy groups in the future.
And they're gonna release more groups.
I
every
feel like
year.
it never.
It's
I have a
insane.
singing feeling that inevitably there's gonna be some groups that are gonna like.
Again, there
it's
will
gonna
be,
be
but by the
similar,
time
but-
that reaches, what, TXT will be 5 years old, and that group will be 1 year old, and like, yeah, at that point it just becomes a cycle. Like they've managed to put time
Mhm.
there, which is wild. I think that you gotta give credit where it's due, and like Lee Seraphim is just like the big like testament to that of like you put out one of the best girl groups I've seen in
Also, they
years.
deserve that performance award from the MMAs this year. Abso-fucking-lutely. Holy crap.
yeah.
They are going to be one to watch out for when it comes to performances. I will tell you that right now.
They are.
They're killing it.
I mean, honestly speaking, I think all the hype groups are some of the only interesting people to at this point watch at award shows.
True,
a
but
lot
like
of them
this
are
group can fucking dance.
Again,
What they did
but
for the
what I'm
MMAs
saying-
was so good. It was so fucking
no, but what I'm
phenomenal.
saying is that like, because that's like the hype girl group. Like a lot of groups just phone it in so much. I feel like award performances are just getting. They're getting boring. If that might just be me, but they're getting boring.
They're not very exciting anymore.
They're not. I feel like they just do the song and go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I
A
like
lot of
about
them,
that's
though.
what I liked about like the Seraphims. It was like, I mean, they both do
Yeah.
the songs, but like there's at least little change up to
but
them.
there's
like,
something there.
interesting
There's
things
change.
there.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
interesting things
Yeah.
there.
I also liked the New Jeans performance at the Mamas. That was fun.
Where's Danielle?
Where's
Where's
Danielle?
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I don't get that. Danielle Odessa. My god. I can't. I was like, oh my god, what are we doing here?
A choice was made. But again, I think it is also fun that they are also very good at highlighting all the members of groups. Everyone got a moment.
Oh yeah.
All the New Jeans girls also got a moment.
I mean, literally, they called out one specifically for Danielle.
My name.
Oh god. But yeah.
Alright,
But
so
that
that's
has been our best
that's
10
the
songs
best.
of
Best.
the year.
I want fun next year. Bring the fun
Bring
back,
the fun
K-pop.
back, please. Would be great.
Fun, fun, fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we are available on all major podcasting platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We also have a YouTube channel where we put all of our episodes along with fun clip videos occasionally as well. And yeah, we'll be back next week for our worst 10 songs of 2022, and that'll be a time.
Such a fun episode. Best episode of the year.
It's like literally one of my
We know
favorite
you
things we
people
make
love
every single
rants.
year.
We know you people love rants. We're gonna give it
It's
to
so-
you.
it's
We
gonna
are
be
gonna
so
give
fun.
it to ya.
We have a lot
We're
of
gonna give them
rants.
to you
X
this
go
year
give
for
it to
sure.
ya.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
All right. So we will see you in next week's very fun episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.